Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and do share this video to your friends who are watching CAD, SAT, and MAT Snap preparation. So guys, more than 40% of the people have not subscribed to the channel. So please do subscribe and share it to your friends. Also, there is a WhatsApp group which is present there. Do join the WhatsApp group. So if you score 99 percentile in CAT, will you get calls from top IMs? This is the question that students are asking. And most students think that the answer is yes. But the truth is not always. Two students can score the same 99 percentile, but one student get more interview calls than other. Sounds strange, right? That's because CAT percentile is only one part of your admission process. Your category, whether you are an engineer, non-engineer, male, female, your sectional score, your college admission policy matters a lot. In this video, I'll explain what 99 percentile actually gets you, why two students with the same score get different calls, which colleges look at a CAT score, what you should focus if your dream is an IM. Let's get started, guys. Let's first understand why everyone talks about 99 percentile. A 99 percentile means you scored better than 99 out of 100 students who appeared for CAT. It is a very good score. For a general category student, this is usually the score needed to get an interview call from top IMs like IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kolkata, and FMH Delhi. But there is an important thing that you should remember. 99 percentile does not guarantee a call. It gives you a chance. After that, college checks many things before sending interview calls. Also, if your percentile is slightly lower, like 97 or 98, don't feel demotivated, guys. I have seen people are getting demotivated, they are getting disappointed. There are so many excellent B schools where you can get calls. So don't think that your MBA dream only depends on getting a 99 percentile. It is an important number, but not a complete story, guys. Think about it. Okay. Now let's move to the next factor, the difference why the 99 percentile gives different calls. Now let's understand the biggest reason why two students with same percentile can get different interview calls. Let's say, take an example. Student A and student B both score 99 percentile, but student A gets more top IM calls while student gets few calls. Why this is happening? Because the answer is diversity points. Many IM wants a student from diverse background in their classroom. They don't want everyone to have same profile. And let's see common profiles. First profile is female non-engineer. This profile gets maximum benefit because it brings gender diversity and academic diversity. In many colleges, this student may get a call at slightly lower percentile compared to others. Second one is female engineer. She gets the benefit of gender diversity but not academic diversity. So she still has an advantage. Third, male non-engineer. He gets the benefit of academic diversity because he is not an engineer. So he gets the advantage. Finally, male engineer. This is the most common CAT profile because there is no gender diversity. I would say diversity advantage. So this profile usually needs highest percentile to get into IIMS and interview call. So remember the simple point, guys. The same CAT percentile does not mean the same result for everyone. Your profile also plays a very important role in getting interview calls. This is why you should never compare your expected call with someone else without looking at your background. Always look up to someone's background. Now, you might be thinking that why do IIMs give diversity points in first place? The answer is very simple. IIMs don't want everyone in the class to have a same background. Imagine a class where a student is a software engineer. The discussion will be very similar. But if the class has engineer, doctor, lawyer, commerce, science, and art students, everyone brings a different way of thinking. That makes classroom discussion much more interesting. This is why many IIMs give academic diversity points to non-engineers. The same idea applies to gender diversity. MBA classrooms have traditionally more male students, so many IIMs give extra points to female candidates to create more balanced batch. But remember one thing, these diversity points do not mean someone is getting admission easily. So every student has to clear the cutoff, perform well in interview, compete with candidates. Diversity points only help in creating a balanced classroom. These are just one part of admission process. So if you're engineer, don't think your chances are over. If you're non-engineer or female candidate, don't think score doesn't matter. For everyone, cat is still most important factor. So instead of worrying about profile, focus on getting the highest cat percentile possible, and that is the one thing which is under your control. So you need to keep into your mind. Now let's talk about categories. This is an important factor that changes your chance of getting interview call. First, if you belong to general category, then for top IMs you should aim around 99 percentile or above. This is not an official cutoff, but it is a good target. For EWS and NC candidates, the required percentile is usually lower. Around 98 percentile can be competitive for many top IMs, including again depend upon the college. For SC candidates, the expected range is generally 80 to 85 percentile. For ST candidates, it is usually around 70 to 75 percentile. And for PWD, the required percentile can be lower because of the reservation policy. There is an important thing that you should remember. These are not official cutoffs. Every IIM has its own admission process. The required percentage can change every year based on the difficulty of CAT, number of applicants, and institution admission policy. Don't think last year someone got call at 98 percentile, so I'll also definitely get the call at the same. Use these numbers only as a guideline. The safest approach is simple. Always try to score as high as possible. A higher percentile gives you more interview calls and more options to choose from. So instead of aiming for the minimum score, aim for the best possible score. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next part. Now, this is something that many CAT aspirants don't know. Every IIM has own selection process. There's no single rule that applies to all IIMs. Many students think that if I score 99 percentile, every IIM will treat me in the same way. But that's not true. Top IIMs look at more than just your CAT score. They consider your 10th, 12th, graduation, work experience, gender diversity, academic diversity. So all these factors are combined to decide whether you got interview call or not. And then after the interview call, there is another stage where most colleges conduct a personal interview and some may have a written ability test depending upon the admission process. So your final admission depends on overall performance, not just CAT score. An important takeaway from this slide is CAT helps you to enter the race, but getting admission depends on your complete profile and interview performance. That's why you should not think if I score 99, admission is confirmed. No. Think of CAT as a first step. Once you get the interview call, you have to perform well there. That's why I feel that this is the thing that will help you to convert your dream B school. Now, let's understand to next part of it, which is shortlisting. This is where so many students are stucking a lot. If you take a example, example of I am Mumbai, right? Because I am Mumbai is a somewhat kind of outlier when it comes to B schools, right? If you look at the current stages of I am Mumbai, the CAT weightage is 60%, personal interview 20%, academics and work experience 20%. Now, so for interview shortlist, I am Mumbai mainly looks at your CAT score. This means if you clear the overall and sectional cutoff, and if your CAT score is good, you can get an interview call. At this stage, your academics or work experience are not used for shortlisting, but don't misunderstand it, guys. Many students hear this and think I am Mumbai only looks at CAT or academics don't matter at all. That's not true. Getting an interview call is the only first step. After that, when the final admission list is prepared, other factors are also important. Your CAT score, interview performance, academics, work experience are also considered. So remember, simple point, CAT alone can help you to get interview call at IIM Mumbai, but CAT alone guarantee your admission. You'll still need to perform well in the interview and have a good overall profile. So if IIM Mumbai is one of the dream college, and if you think that that is your first priority to maximize your CAT score, and this is where it is going to help you out to get the foot in your door. So think about that. Now there are some myths that students are thinking. Let's clear down some myths. Many CAT aspirants spend time on the things that don't really help them to get the interview call. Let's look at them. First, company brand. Many students think I work at Google, Microsoft, MNC, I'll definitely get an advantage. The truth is, for most IIMs, company name does not matter while shortlisting. What matters is your work experience and not where you work. Let's say a student with 2 years of experience in a startup and a student in of 2 years of work experience in a big company is treated as same during the shortlist. Second one is certifications. Some students keep collecting online certifications because they think that will improve their chances. In reality, certification usually does not help you to get an interview call. They may give you something to talk about in interview, but they don't increase your cat or improve your shortlist. Then college name. Many students ask, I have studied IIT or SSCC, will I get an extra advantage? For most of the IIMs, your college name directly does not help in shortlist. It may help during the interview because you have interesting experience to discuss, but it is not a major factor before sending interview calls. So what should you focus on? Simple. Spend most of your time improving your CAT score. That's the one thing that has the biggest impact on your chances for getting a call from top B school. So don't just wait time that don't make a real difference. Okay? Now let's see how your profile matters a lot. Everything we have discussed so far applies to most top B schools. There are few exceptions, guys. One of the biggest example is SPJMR. SPJMR does not look at your CAT score. It looks at your profile. It includes your academic performance, achievement, work experience, leadership role, and overall journey. Two students with the same CAT score may get different result if one has much stronger profile. That's why SPJMR is known for profile-based shortlisting. The lesson here is don't assume that every B school that follows the same admission process. Some colleges focus mainly on CAT score, some give importance to your profile, and some use mix of both. So before you set a target, always check the admission criteria of that particular college. That will help you to prepare in right way. So if your goal is most top IIMs, then remember the simple rule. Focus should be your on getting a top CAT score. Once you get that score, then prepare well for the interviews and profile-based colleges. A good CAT score opens maximum number of doors. Think about it, guys. Now, I have something that I really wanted to tell to each and every CAT aspirant. Many students think that if I don't score 99 percentile, my MBA dream is over. This is completely wrong, guys. Yes, 99 percentile gives you access to some of the top B school, but it is not the only part to do a great MBA. Look at the great picture. If you score in between 95 to 98 percentile, you can still get called from top excellent B schools such as MDI, SPGMR, IFT, and several top institutes. If your score is 93 95 percentile, you'll still have a good chance at older IIMs and reputed colleges. If your score is between 90 to 93 percentile, there are many new IIMs and good B schools where students will build successful career. If you belong to reserve category, this can ranges and this can be lower depending upon the college admission policies. So don't make the mistake of thinking that only one percentile decides your future. The goal should not be to chase one number. The goal should be to get best percentile. You can apply to the right colleges. So remember, your MBA journey is not about choosing the best college that you can get. Many students at 90 to 95 percentile have gone into one of the best colleges and they have built amazing careers. So stay focused, keep improving your score, and don't lose your motivation at 99 percentile. So अब बात करते हैं what does 99 percentile mean? Why now? You know that 99 percentile does not mean the same thing for everyone. So before you decide your which colleges that you can expect, ask yourself the three simple questions. What is your category? Are you from general, EWS, NCOBC, SC, ST, PWD? Your category plays a very important role in deciding your interview calls. So always compare yourself with the students from the same category. Second, what is your profile? Are you engineer or non-engineer? Are you male or female? Many colleges give diversity points, so your profile can affect your chances. Third one is how does your target college select students? Every college has an admission process. Some college give importance to CAT score. Some college will consider academic work experience, diversity before sending interview calls. So don't assume that every college follows the same rule. My advice is very simple. Instead of asking, will I get the college at 99 percentile? Ask, based on my profile, which colleges should I realistically target? It is a much smarter way to plan your MBA journey The better you understand your profile, better you can get shortlist and realistic expectations. Now let's talk about some important questions. What should you actually do to increase your chances of getting into top B school? Answer is very simple, guys. Focus on your CAT score. No matter which college are you targeting, CAT score is the biggest factor. Higher the percentile, more colleges that you can get. Second, don't ever ignore your academics. Your 10th, 12th graduation matter a lot in IIMs. If you are still in college, try to maintain good grades. If you are already graduated, don't worry about anything that you can't change. Just focus on the things that are still in your control. Then don't waste too much time collecting random certificates. Many students think that adding 10 certificates will improve their chances. But for most of the colleges, that is not true. Instead of spending hours on certificate, use that time to solve CAT mocks, analyze your mistake, improve your weak areas. And simple priority for you is do CAT preparation, have strong academics, and interview preparation after CAT helps a lot. If you manage all these things properly, and if you give the right time to right section, it will definitely make a difference. So your CAT score opens the door, and everything else comes after that. Now, finally, let's talk about a mistake that students are making. Imagine you score 99 percentile overall in CAT. You are happy because you got excellent score. Then you don't get an interview call from your deemed college. Why? Because of sectional cutoff. CAT has three sections: VRC, DLR, QA. Many top IIMs don't just look at your overall percentile, they also check your percentile in each section, which includes VRC, DLR. But if your QA score is low, if you couldn't clear the sectional cutoff, in that case, overall 99 percentile is not going to help. So your application can be rejected before even it is considered. That's why many students with overall percentile miss the colleges every year. So what can you do in this situation? Don't prepare only for stronger subject. Spend extra time improving your weakest section. During the mock test, don't just check your overall score. Check whether you are clearing the sectional cutoff. Remember one thing, guys. A balanced score is better than a score which is weak in one section. So while aiming for overall percentile, make sure you will perform well in all three sections. That will greatly increase your chance of getting into top IIMs. So guys, by the end of this video, let's quickly revise the most important points. If you are from general category student, then 99 percentile is the usual target that you should aim. And again, that doesn't give you guarantee to get in top B schools. Your profile matters, your category. If you're engineer, non-engineer, diversity plays a very important role. Point number three, every IIM has different admission process. Some IIMs give weightage to CAT, some IIM consider academics, work experience, diversity. Point number four, don't forget about sectional cutoff. Even if your overall percentile is very high, one weak section can stop you from getting an interview call. And finally, don't waste your energy worrying about things that you can't control. Focus on the things that are in your hand. Prepare well for CAT. Take mock tests regularly. Improve your weak sections. Aim for highest percentile possible. The better the CAT score, more options that you will be having. I hope this video has helped you out. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll definitely meet you in the next video. If you have any suggestions, please put it into chat box. Do join the WhatsApp group that is present there. Do connect me on LinkedIn. Our mock test has started. You can take the mock test free of cost. That's it from my side, guys. All the best to you.